Shalom. I like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim preaching this word with truth and sincerity around the four corners. Like Elder Malcolm would be saying, risking their lives and freedom to do so. Peace and salutations to the Israelite foreigners. The Israelites that live amongst the heathen that look like the heathen. Shalom to y'all. And shalom to the Akim and the Akwath, the true believers of the hopeful elect. Just coming back in the spirit and theme of prophecy, wanted to make a quick epistle about, the little skirmish, the little mini war that started off between Israel and Iran. I got a news article that I found from watching. I watched the elder Yahweh Kanan from London, or the UK rather. His YouTube handle is Babylon is Fallen and Children of Israel. So you should subscribe and be edified. And I also watched Apostle Gabar's video that he recently did on rumore. It's the Italian word for noise. So I'm going to read the article, hit a couple of precepts. The Lord's willing, this will be edifying and straight and to the point. It's going down. Our salvation is nearer than when we believed. Alright, this is from AP News. It says, Israel strikes Iran's nuclear sites and kills top generals. Iran retaliates with missile barrages. You see? And they got, let me read a little bit of this. It says, United Arab Emirates, UAE, Israel, Dubai. United Arab Emirates. It says, Israel launched blistering attacks on the heart of Iran's nuclear and military structure Friday, deploying warplanes and drones previously smuggled into the country to assault key facilities and kill top generals and scientists. And I just recently watched the San Francisco Bay Area camp go live. They were doing their street ministry, and they were going into this. Israel's fighting a losing battle, and it's all prophetic. They're going after Iran, but they don't understand that Iran is backed by Russia. And Iran is backed by Russia, and also Israel can't win because their army's not strong enough. They didn't win against the Houthis. They didn't win against not Gaza. They're having a hard time trying to go against Yemen. They're basically running out of gas, and also by them striking on Iran, they're bringing America into the mix. Just like it says in the book of Jeremiah, the 49th chapter and the 50th chapter. Lord's will, I'll get that if I can remember to. Lord will. It says, Israel asserted the barrage was necessary before its adversary got any closer to building an atomic weapon. Although experts and the U.S. government have assessed that Iran was actively working on such a weapon before the strikes. It says, Iran retaliated by firing waves of ballistic missiles at Israel, where explosions flared in the skies over Jerusalem and Tel Aviv and shook the buildings below. The Israeli military urged civilians already rattled by the earlier wave of missiles to head to shelter as missiles damaged homes and deleted 2 people. Yeah, so uh matter of fact, let me get a quick preset. Starting in Matter of fact, let me start there. There's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1, and it reads, and you see the heading. It says a time for everything. It says to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Skipping down to verse 8, it says a time to love and a time to hate, and a time of war and a time of peace. And we're clearly in a time of war, you see, because Israel just strike the Israelis. I'm not gonna call them Israel because they're not really Israel, but the Israelis just strike. How do you put it? Just strike Iran, you know, with a missile barrage, and and Iran retaliated with drone attacks. I believe it was like 100 drones, and they don't understand. This is biblical prophecy. It's the book of Matthew chapter 24 verse 3, and it reads, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, or Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And it says, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. It says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Yeah, and that's what you're seeing. There's wars and rumors of wars. You see, the end is not yet. It's definitely coming. You know. Let's get this. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49. I'll go straight to the point. Verse 20, it says, Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he hath purposed, that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. It says, Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Yeah. And this is exactly what you're seeing taking place. Because even though Trump said that he didn't want that the U.S. is not going to back Israel if they attack Iran, that's cap. That's bullshit. The whole reason why Israel even attacked Iran is because they know that they have the backing of the United States. Israel's a welfare state, man. From what I understand, they're about the size of New Jersey, you know. So they have all the reason to go after Iran, and it's biblical prophecy, you know. So not only but Israel has to worry about Russia, because Russia signed a defense pact with Iran. So and that goes with the Ezekiel the 38th chapter. You know, you have to Israel and the United States have to worry about Russia when they go after Iran, and they also have to worry about Russia's allies, because Russia is also allied with China, North Korea. You know, I believe it was last June of last year, that what was it? Russia and North Korea signed the defense pact that if anybody gets in trouble, that if any one of them would get into any type of conflict, that they would send aid and military. So the United States and Israel not only have to worry about uh, uh, Iran and Russia, they have to also worry about China and North Korea and shit. They damn near have to worry about Pakistan and Pakistan and India, because they are because India and Pakistan have nuclear capability as well. You know, they're going to put their differences aside and go against America and Israel as well. So it's not looking good for Babylon, man. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful music to our ears, because we're tired of this godforsaken place. The Lord's coming through on His words. So you know, we can't wait until, how do you put it? We can't wait until these other and let's not forget, we can't wait until these other nations empty out the clip on this whore, Babylon. And let's not forget about the beast, NATO and the EU. The European nations, they're tired of America as well. They're going to click up with Russia and China and the Eastern nations, and they're going to empty out their nuclear weapons on America as well. You know? Oh, Salakia. Let me get that. There's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 14. Actually, I start at 13. No, it's not. Let me just get straight to the point. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord." You see? So everybody that, when it says bend the bow, all ye that bend the bow, all ye that have nuclear capability, you know? Babylon's judgment is coming very, very soon, and we can't wait. You know. So, Lord's will, you was edified. Till next time, we're gonna say shalom to the elect.